So there's only two business models that are going to make money in the future. One is AI and one is social media brands. Okay. You can build a brand on social media or you can build AI. That's about it. Down here, everything else, question mark. I don't know if it's going to make any money in the future. So the simplest thing to do is start by building a social media brand. If you're an extrovert, you can have your face as the personal social media brand. Or if you have a product or service, you can build a big social media brand. But you need views, followers, likes, comments, because that leads to customers that pay for no cost. In the past, when you wanted to make money, you hoped people referred their friends socially. But now 4.5 billion people have a smartphone on this earth. So theoretically, if you know what you're doing on social media, you can reach half the world. There's never been an opportunity like that in the past. Now, what keeps most people from building a social media brand? By the way, if you don't know me, I'm Tai Lopez. I have over 7 million social media followers across my different platforms. I got 2 billion minutes watched on my YouTube channel. So I've spent over $50 million testing what I'm about to share with you. This is not coming from book knowledge. This is coming from actual experience. I can save you 10 years and $50 million worth of split tests to understand how to build a social media brand. And I didn't just build social media brands around my face. I also have built faceless ones. Now, the cool thing is, what if you merge these two? What if you use AI to automate the hard parts of building a social media brand? That's where the game's getting interesting. I've automated the majority of the hard things on my social media brand. I've automated the marketing, the conversation. You can create videos and posts and know what to say, scripts for yourself, if you know what you're doing. Now, most people don't know what they're doing, and I've already spent $1 million trying to figure it out. So I created a done-for-you system where you're going to get the templates, you're going to get a spreadsheet, you're going to get the PDFs that you just cut and paste and start doing what I'm saying. That you can do things the easy way, you can do things the hard way. Okay. I have, like I said, over 7 million followers, but I'm more proud of the fact that I have over 500,000 people who have gone through my paid training programs. Charge a little bit of money. You'll see when you click below, we hardly charge any money for this, but I just wanted to make this easy because this is about to get too saturated. There's already 127 million people who say they're influencers. There's already 5 million podcasts. If you wait any longer, I started in 2009. I thought I was late then. It's 2025, 2026. It's time to go. No more procrastinating on building your social media brand. What's the thing that paralyzes people? I don't know what to shoot. I don't know the content. I don't know how to post. I don't know what time to post. I don't know which platform. I'm going to give it all to you. Just a done-for-you system. It's like I already did the work. Okay? You don't have to do that much. And the most important thing is this system is the first system to integrate AI. Don't work if you can automate. That's a simple life message to have for everybody now. It's already hard enough to make money. Don't just work. Remember, the world doesn't reward effort anymore. It doesn't reward sweat. It doesn't reward you up late at night unless you know what you're doing. The world rewards knowledge, knowing something that other people don't. That's why Charlie Munger said, if it wasn't for the stupidity of other people, you wouldn't be able to get rich. He's a billionaire from knowing things other people didn't know. And the biggest thing that will hold somebody back watching this is they'll be cynical. Cynics laugh first, but they end up last. It's the optimist. I remember I bought my first course from Corey Rudel in 2001. I was sleeping on a couch in a mobile home in Raleigh, North Carolina, Clayton, North Carolina. And what changed my life was I saw an ad. It wasn't quite a social media brand back then. It was on Google. And it was a guy laying there with his, I remember you could just see his feet on the beach. And he said, how I made $28,000 laying on this beach chair in Hawaii today or yesterday. And I remember thinking, this is probably a scam, but I'm going to click anyway because I had no money to be scammed out of. I'm like, I got nothing. I have hardly anything. And I bought that course with what little money I had. I remember thinking, am I just wasting my time? But the good thing about being at the bottom is the only way out is up. Like you can't really, I couldn't get more broke really than I was. So I started before there was really social media. Within 9 months, I was making about 8 to 10,000 a month on autopilot. I still had to work, but it was coming in steady, and I've never looked back. I've now, my social media brand's done 9 figures, much more than 100 million generated. But it took a lot of trial and error. And a couple things that I'll give you, kind of the 1, 2, 3, of building a social media brand is the number one, it no longer has to be your face. It used to be the best way to do it was with your face, but now I've cracked the code. Others have cracked the code on how to do a faceless social media brand. But if you're an extrovert, put your face on it. For sure, that gives you a competitive edge, puts a moat around you. You're the only you on earth. But for those of you who are more introverted, you're like, I don't want to be on camera all the time. That's fine. And by the way, you can build 5 different Instagrams. You can build 3 different Instagrams. The key is knowing when to post, how often to post, and what to post. And the key is knowing how, and then number 2 is how do you integrate AI into it? So practically, for example, I did a post where I just sequenced somebody else's content on Instagram. There's a button you can press, you sequence. So I sequenced it and I just added, I knew it was a good video. I took a viral video, I sequenced it. It already had 1 million views. Instagram allows you to do this. And I posted, comment the word below, automation. And I did it while I was at jujitsu class. Took me 5 minutes to do. Okay. And it's generated you can see it on my Instagram. In the first 24 hours, it generated 4,186 leads for my business and my sales team for free. And I used AI to automate all of the conversations. 4,100 is more than I would want to sit there and DM, right? I automated them all. And I also automated them going on a calendar to be pre-scheduled for my sales team. This is the future. You can use this for e-commerce. You can use this for coaching. You can use this if you have a service that you sell at an SMMA. Some people don't know, but I'm the founder of the SMMA movement, social media marketing agency. I own the trademark for it for almost 10 years now. And back then I showed people the cutting edge thing, which was to build a social media marketing agency. Right now is to build a social media brand or more. I have 15 of them. That's the cool thing. When you don't have to use your face, I use my face on 1 or 2 of them, but you can have faceless social media brands. So if you're watching and you already have a stream of income, you still want to do the 1, 2, 3. You still want to do the 1, 2, 3. You still want to automate with AI. But for those of you watching who are not making money or have no multiple streams of income, get on the train. It's already getting saturated. 127 million people. But here's the good news. So I was saying the 1, 2, 3. Do what most people won't, and you'll make the money that most people want. Meaning, out of those 120 million people who call themselves influencers, they're just twerking and doing stuff that's not going to win. They don't know how to automate with AI. They don't understand how to build multiple social media brands. And part of it is a lot of people won't invest into it. I invested. I remember I paid a guy, this is 2010. I remember paying this guy $25,000, a consultant. He came in, he gave me one technique. That's funny. I say, I know how you can spend 25 grand and get a Ferrari, but he basically showed me a social media branding technique and I made back about 250,000 in about a month of savings. It was actually a way to save money. So I paid 25K to get 250,000 back, bought another Ferrari with that. Technically 25,000 turned into a Ferrari. I know of no other way. So a lot of people, they don't want to invest. So what they try to do, and you may have done this, is just start posting, maybe look at what other people do, and you don't really have a formula. You need a step-by-step formula. That's why if you click the link below, I've got a free version where I want to give you some training like I'm doing now, but I also have a paid version. And I charge 1/100th of 1% of what I paid in a simple done-for-you system. You download the templates, you download the Google Sheets, you download the PDFs, you listen to the audios, you can even ask questions. I have an AI where you can ask me questions 24/7 and it'll answer with the answer I would have given you. Okay, it's crazy. It's a TAI GPT, which shows you my way. And remember, my technique, I've been training. Some of the biggest influencers that you follow are my students. You can literally Google Tai Lopez's students. Some of the biggest names out there. People worth $1 billion now from social media. So it's not just working for me. For more than a decade, I've trained people, but only now can you integrate AI in a real way. 3 years ago, you could try to do AI, but it wasn't that good. Now with the exponential curve, Moore's law, technology gets growth exponential. So I encourage you, even if you don't buy, my system's less than $100. Okay. 100% money back guarantee. Did everything for you, show you what I learned spending $50 million generating more than 100 million. I'm just giving you the trial and error. Now, if you don't go into my program, that's fine. That's fine. I have over 500,000 people who have gone through my paid training. I know my stuff works for people, but go find something. It's okay to spend money. Not every course is a scam. Just look at the credentials of people who did it. It's funny, if you pull up ChatGPT and you say, who's the top 5 social media brand marketers in history, I show up as number 2 or 3. So I have credentials. So if you don't go in mine, find somebody else who has real credentials. I haven't seen anybody. I think I'm the only person who actually has a track record of doing this and also knows how to integrate social media brands, multiple brands, faceless or your face, and AI. I think this is the only system. But if you find another one, don't be afraid to invest. It's like when I go to the bookstore, I don't just buy one book, I buy 10. The more you learn, the more you earn. What I will tell you is, and this is maybe the most important part of this training, if you look at wealth throughout the centuries, not just now, you look at money, it's essentially gone to the people who catch trends early. When you look back at the ancient, conquerors, Julius Caesar, he caught a new trend early, how to go to war, how to make the phalanx, they had a special way of fighting. If you look at Genghis Khan, special way of fighting. The first man, they say, worth 100 trillion in today's dollars. He controlled the continent, but he had a different way. He had unique knowledge that most people didn't of how to do guerrilla warfare. You fast forward to Rockefeller or Vanderbilt or Elon Musk, whoever you look up to, these people caught trends before the masses. My mentor, Alan Nation, used to say, Ty, if you tell your neighbor your money-making idea and they like it, you're too late. But if you tell your neighbor your money-making idea and they say that's weird, you're at the perfect time. You want to be, like Einstein said, the thing about smart people is they seem weird to dumb people. So sometimes when people say, this is weird, Ty, everybody should build a social media brand. That sounds weird. I'm like, yeah, or maybe you're just dumb. I've been dumb before. You want heaven on earth? Don't be dumb. You want hell on earth? Be dumb. So however you do it, your takeaway from the short video should be the only 2 things that are going to be tried and true ways of making money is going to be AI, social media brands. Social media brands will survive. If you are driving an Uber, if you are a lawyer, if you're an accountant, you're probably going to be mostly replaced with AI. If you're a judge, I just saw medical doctors misdiagnose 8 times higher than AI reading your scans. Doctors are going to get replaced. But if you have a social media brand, personal or otherwise, and you're going viral and you have followers and you built a loyal tribe and community, you're immune to all that. AI hasn't hurt me at all. I invested early on building a personal brand. It's the gift that keeps giving. There's never been one day gone by that money didn't go into my bank account from my personal brand since I started over 15 years ago. Not one day. Some days more, some days others. Some days $1 million in a day, but always a lot compared to how I started. And I'm not going to promise you're going to build what I built. I got in at the right time. You could say I'm lucky. Maybe I'm a combination of luck and smart. Who knows? But what I'm saying is I can guarantee if you don't master these 2, you will end up in the question mark zone and you will underperform your potential, especially financially. But at the end of the day, money to me, yeah, big house and all that, but I also have a little farmhouse that I live on. To me, money is freedom. And I'm always watching the trend for the thing that will keep me free. I'm always watching the thing that will keep me free. That's what I really care about. So you need to ask yourself, in your current plan, is this going to keep you with high freedom financially over the next 10 to 20 years? Because that's why I said, the only 2 things I know that can keep financial freedom for me and for you is being good at these 2 things. But the cool thing is they now can integrate. And my social media accelerator system, you'll see how to merge these. That's like the thing. I call that trend stacking. You catch 2 trends, you stack them on top of each other. For example, one of the ways you could have made the most money in history, I think Tim Ferriss did this. He put 25 grand into this new company, tech company, and he cashed out for 100 million in a few years. That was Uber, because Uber did trend stacking. It stacked one trend, which was apps, right? And taxis, or we should say, ordering things. That was just starting. They stacked them together. Believe it or not, back in 2012, 2013, that was profound. To us now, it's obvious. But back then, they were trendsetters, and they merged or stacked two trends. That's what I'm showing you now, trend stacking. You stack social media brands with AI on top of each other. You can stack a third thing, your face on top of it, or your service on top of it. Doesn't matter. You stack 2 or 3 things together, and now you have unique knowledge. You do not get paid for effort. You get paid for knowing something other people don't. Nobody knows this. This is right now is the perfect time to do it, because the AI is strong enough and there's enough people on social media that going viral is very possible. I just had a guy go into one of my systems. And he's like, he started out at first month, he made $6,000, and now he's at 20 grand a month, lives in the UK, all knowing how to automate social media brands. He does it actually for other people. You can do it for other people too as an agency, or you can do it for yourself. So again, I'm not guaranteeing you're going to make 6 grand or 20 grand. Forget that. People who need guarantees shouldn't come into this. But you take a chance, spend a little bit of money, get trained, get it done for you. You click below, you get in, try it. Month or 2, you don't like it, we'll refund you your money. It's not that much money. It's not that much money at risk. Look how much people spend on worthless degrees. Only 30% of people who go to university in America ever use their degree. And they go into 100K of debt with high interest. Don't worry about a course or a book or a conference. Okay? Those are chump change compared to what people are spending to learn, but sometimes it pays off. Even that 100K college degree pays off if you go to Harvard and you become a doctor. But I'm a college dropout. So if the world's giving up on you, try this. Or if you're on top of the world, stay on top, my friend. Click here. There's some more info. And yeah, let's build a social media brand while there's time, my friend.